Hey guys, it's me Nes, and I'm going to give my WWE Royal Rumble 2025 predictions. And knowing that we only have four matches in total, and we will start first with the WWE Tag Team Champions DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match. All I can say about this match is that this is going to be a good tag team classic between these two teams, and regardless of who's going to win, I would arguably going to pick DIY because the thing is this. I feel like for them as heels to win this match, it makes a lot of sense because they just recently got the tag team championships back, and I don't think it will be a lot of sense to give it to Motor City Machine Guns immediately because you know they did win the championships at one point when they beat the new bloodline, and at that point um, they lost to DIY when they turned heel. And at some point, yes, the first two it will always be those two teams that is going to win, and then the third fall is going to go to DIY in terms of if I'm not mistaken, go how they're going to end the match. I think that there will be some submissions that they're going to apply and do some dirty tactics like low blow or trying to do something like, unless if it's a rollout where they hold the tights, it could work out. So I'm picking DIY as my winner for this match. Next one would be Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the ladder match of the undisputed WWE Championship. So basically, we all know the story where KO has the Wing Eagle Championship belt, and Cody Rhodes has the modern day WWE Championship belt, where it was suspended on the top prior to they gave the championship during the Saturday's Night Main Event, and at that point, it was set in motion in terms of the contract signing where HBK was the guest. Kevin Owens say a lot of things against HBK, and then at that point, it led to a bit of a brawl between Cody and Kevin, and then Kevin almost tried to package Pound Driver Sean, ended up with the switch in music. Now, regardless of the match, I would give my prediction where Cody Rhodes is going to retain. I know it feels bad that Kevin Owens did not at least, um, I would say didn't win one of the matches regardless. I feel like I get that Cody needs to be champion by the time when we get to WrestleMania. And knowing this, there is a two types of storyline going on where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had this type of promo. Kevin Owens did say if Sami wins the Rumble, then Kevin Owens and Sami at WrestleMania. Or if it's like last hours ago, we got the Cody Rhodes and CM Punk situation, in which is that if Cody Rhodes wins the championship and at the same time you have CM Punk winning, we will have that main event between CM Punk and Cody. And to be honest with you, it was one of those things I don't think that people kind of had that rumor where there were a lot of rumors where John Cena's going to what main event at WrestleMania to face against Cody like that, or if Roman wins, then we could have Roman versus Cody once again and add The Rock, I guess if that's the rumor. No one makes a rumor between Cody and Punk. People will also make rumors between CM Punk versus Roman, but no one made Cody versus Punk. And this is the thing that it makes a lot of sense if this is the direction. But as I said earlier, Cody Rhodes needs, he's going to retain for sure. I feel bad for KO because I do like his heel gimmick of being right and knowing that he present himself as a broken heel or broken villain. So at that point, it's such a shame that he never gets a chance to beat Cody, unless if I'm wrong with what I would say about that. But the thing is that whatever happens this Sunday at the Royal Rumble, I feel like KO is going to, lose the match. But regardless of the match, I can see this in terms of carnage everywhere. There's a possibility that we may, or hopefully, we get to see KO doing that package power driver on Cody in the ladder, as much as what he did to El Generico back in Ring of Honor. By the way, rest in peace, El Generico. By the way, but the thing is that you could make an argument that Cody is about to, be too much emotional, where he's going to show all that rage in terms of beating Kevin Owens with the ladder, smashing through his, every part of his body. Because I can guarantee you that, Cody is about to transition a little bit from being lovable guy, not being controlled, and turning into a bad guy at some point in the future. And hopefully it would work out, because if you had him and Punk, if Punk wins, then that goes to show that, let Cody be the heel. But who knows if how's that's gonna work. Again, apology for making this long for Cody and Kevin Owens prediction, but I will give my thoughts on Cody to win this match. He's going to retain for sure. The next prediction is the Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, my first choice of who's gonna win, it will be Io Sky. And for sure, Io Sky is the one that I believe is going to win the Royal Rumble for sure. Why? Because, for her, she never won the Rumble before. She did, at least if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know if she did compete it, but all I know is that Io is the right choice to win this match, because like at that moment, who would you rather prefer to win the Rumble? Because it cannot be Charlotte, it cannot be Becky Lynch, it cannot be anyone else but Io, and it's the right decision if WWE, if Triple H managed to give Io the victory. Second option, again, who would you prefer to see this type of matchups? If, for example, if Io picks, like, for example, Tiffany Stratton or maybe Rhea Ripley, who is the other woman that deserves a chance to face up the other? And then people would say it could be Charlotte, but she did announce her return, but it wouldn't make any sense for her to win immediately. I get it, but my second option I would say could be either like Charlotte, I guess, or you could argue like Becky Lynch would be the third, or Asuka would be the third, and then Becky Lynch, like that. Like, it's very, obvious that Io is the ultimate, prediction to win the Rumble. And I know some people will pick otherwise, but for me, Io deserves to win this match. And there will be a lot of surprises as well, like Nikki Bella could, potentially be part of the Royal Rumble. Um, you could argue that Jordan Grace is going to appear. Some NXT stars like Roxanne Perez and other stars as well will be appear. Like, it's gonna be a stack, event that we're going to see for the women's side, but at the same time the men's side, which is the next prediction. And all I can say is that in the men's prediction, I would give, you know, here's my choices, because the first choice I would be highly of would be CM Punk winning the Rumble. And people would say, oh, second option for me would be Roman Reigns. Now, to get to the other options, why my first is CM Punk? Because here's the thing about Punk. Punk deserves to get another chance to revitalize his career, and hopefully he can make the bet at WrestleMania. And at that point, yes, he's calling out names like Sammy, and then John Cena, Roman Reigns, and then for oddly reason as well, like Drew McIntyre, and then Hulk Hogan of all people, which is funny though that he made that segment. I think the way that they booked this man, CM Punk, was book him strong. He beat Seth at the first Raw on Netflix. He did beat Drew twice at that point, and I could argue that they're trying to build this man strong so that he can finally main event, because let's face it, he's 46. He can still go in the ring, but I think at that point, I don't know if he can last long in terms of can he still be healthy in some cases. Knowing that this Rumble, last year he got injured. Will this be the Rumble that he finally win it all? This could be his first win as well. And who knows? Because there's a lot of odds in favor that he's going to win. People prefer Roman Reigns because I think Roman's goal is to get back that WWE Championship from Cody, which is the second option, where I'm not really, too high on it. But there were rumors about him, Cody, and The Rock at WrestleMania. But because of The Rock at Raw on Netflix, he's no longer, trying to act like a heel. I get the feeling that, he's trying to stay off a bit from any championship match, and he decides, you know what, if he ever face against Roman, I wouldn't mind. That could be a good match as well for WrestleMania. Um, Going to my third option, or yeah, my third option of who's gonna win, I would put Jey Uso. Why Jey Uso? Because again, this is a guy that can beat Gunther 3 times already at that point. He had a promo that earlier on Raw that he's going to finally beat Gunther if he wins the Royal Rumble. If he does, then is this the moment that Jay is going to become a world champion at WrestleMania? That could happen. But again, if CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, goes after the WWE champion, or either way, not only that, Roman Reigns wins, regardless of the situation, do we see Jay facing off Gunther once again? And it will be the final time. Because I get the feeling that Jay might be the next guy who's going to um, beat Gunther next. We don't know when, but if it's the right time at WrestleMania, I guess. But I feel like for Gunther, it's either that he will hold the championship maybe at WrestleMania until WrestleMania, or maybe until the Royal Rumble, or maybe after Royal Rumble. I'm sorry. To correct there, will he retain at SummerSlam? My bad for that one. If he retains at SummerSlam, it makes sense. You know, and the thing is that Jay would be a nice touch to win because people are behind him. Other guys I could think of winning the Royal Rumble. Here's the thing about John Cena though. He could be my fourth or fifth, but the thing is about Cena, it would be like one of those things. Like he just announced during Raw on Netflix, and he did come around the next few weeks until earlier on Raw. I don't know if he'll appear on SmackDown, but regardless, I don't think Cena is going to win. He kind of teased a bit that he's going to win no matter what, but they kind of, WWE really promoted Cena to be part of Elimination Chamber, and I'm not gonna, complain if he participate in the Elimination Chamber, and who knows if he wins the match, then good. Regardless of the situation, I feel like if Cena could either be the final three, final four, regardless, because I can see the final four of Roman, CM Punk, Cena, and then if you can have one guy as a heel, maybe Drew McIntyre, maybe you could argue it's not only Drew McIntyre, maybe Logan Paul, because I feel like this is going to be a set type of match where if Logan Paul eliminates Cena, then we could have our first WrestleMania match right there between that is already been announced in due time that we could have Cena and Logan Paul at WrestleMania if that's the case. But regardless, Cena, I understand that he deserves to be breaking the record, but when is the right time? When is the right, situation of him winning the big thing in order to face off against a champion? Meaning, if the big thing is like winning the Royal Rumble or the number one contender spot, because I could see him competing this year as any champion he's going to face, but he ain't gonna win the Rumble. If he wins the Rumble, he tied the record for Stone Cold Steve Austin for the most Royal Rumble, because Stone Cold Steve Austin is still the most victories in terms of Royal Rumble for 3 times, and Cena is second. We don't know about Randy if he's going to return immediately, and who knows, right? But those are the guys I'm going to pick. If the fifth guy, I almost think to myself, the fifth guy, hmm, that is going to win the Rumble. I would put Sammy. You know, I think it's because Sammy would have the bigger chances to win, but it would be surprising if he wins and Kevin Owens wins the WWE Championship match, so we could have that at WrestleMania. But I could see both of them facing off, even if without the title. But overall, those are my predictions. Again, going back to the beginning, I have DIY winning the tag team champions, um, or retain the tag team champions. I put Cody Rhodes to retain the WWE Championship. He's gonna get both belts for sure. The women's Royal Rumble match, I'm gonna pick EO, and then the men's match, I'm going to put CM Punk as my first option. Second option would be Roman Reigns. Third option, Jey Uso. Fourth option or fifth, it's either Cena or Sami Zayn. So those are my predictions, guys. Again, it's just one of those things that it's just I'm giving out my thoughts and opinion about this one, knowing that this is going to be the most stacked Royal Rumble. Yes, it's just only 4 matches, but it makes sense for the match card in terms of putting a tag team as a 2 out of 3 fall so that you can have a bit of a stretch. The women's and men's match can last almost an hour and a few minutes, and then you have the championship match, the ladder match. I think this one is going to last like until, I could say, the minimum of 15 until 30 minutes of the match, and I can guarantee you this is going to be a hell of a ride for 4 matches. But all I can say is that give it a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and all I can say is that thank you for watching. We will see each other in the next video. Peace.